Hi, it's Stacie Tatera, the Milwaukee Medium, and today is Monday, July the 10th, and I'm going to be doing your weekly Oracle card reading, your angel reading. I hope everyone had a really great weekend and that you had a very nice 4th of July. It was a very busy week here in my home, and I think today everybody's getting back to work and back into a rhythm and a routine. But I hope that each of you had a great weekend and that you are weathering the full moon energy as well as possible. It really is a very beautiful moon. I actually felt that the moon energy was quite positive, and it is always what you make it, but I know a few people had reached out to me and were kind of pulling their hair out asking me to give them some insights on the current moon energy. So I hope everyone's feeling good. So this week we're going to be using the Healing with the Angels deck. They were very clear about this, actually even a couple days ago, that this is the deck that they wanted me to use today. And as always, it's a Doreen Virtue card deck. And we have 2 cards that have popped, and we'll see what the third one is. They're getting a little jumbled here. You can find me at MilwaukeeMedium.com. I have a wellness center here in the Oak Creek area, just outside of Milwaukee. Actually, it's in Milwaukee, just kind of outside of the city. And I offer services there as well as classes and different events. So if you're interested in setting up a time to have an angel card reading or to have a mediumship reading, all of my services, all of my pricing is listed on my website, MilwaukeeMedium.com. So let's go ahead and get started. The first card is balance. And this is interesting that it's coming right on the full moon energy. The full moon was yesterday for most of us. And I really feel like this is a message that's been consistent in a lot of my readings lately with several different clients. It's finding balance. It's finding balance really to manage yourself and what you need, and then what everyone else needs from you. And we talk about this a lot. We get super busy. We are always running. There's always demands on us, for most of us anyway. And finding that balance can be very difficult. And with the balance card coming up, it's about us balancing our lives, our relationships, our friendships, things that even happen with our children. And when you look at a scale, I always kind of envision a scale when I think about balance. And with balance, sometimes the scales are like this. And so you're really doing a lot more on this part of the scale. And so something is always going to get lost or not be paid attention to the way that it should, because things aren't as balanced. So this card in the angels are really asking you to balance the things that are going on in your life. And that can be even with, making sure you're eating a diet that's balanced and that you're not eating too much junk, or even alcohol or exercise or work, and that you're not giving so much of yourself to other people that you're losing sight of yourself, which so many of us do, and that you reel that in and find the balance. This moon, as you know, full moon is about releasing and letting things go. And I think for a lot of people, it was about pushing forward and past some of the things that we've been struggling with, and moving forward in balance is going to be really important. Nature. This is a great card. This hasn't really come up a lot in any of our readings, and what the angels are reminding us to do is to reconnect through nature. If you feel drawn to go out and sit outside and just sit in nature, go for a walk, or even go for a drive in a very natural-esque type of environment, the angels are reminding you to do that. That's really what helps us as souls stay grounded and connected. So for example, the other day, Saturday evening, I took my oldest daughter and we went down to Lake Michigan, and we sat at one of our local parks and just sat and watched the water, and it was beautiful, and the full moon was rising up over the water. I actually posted some pictures, and it's just being in that space, having some alone time, even prayer, meditating when you're in that space is really important too. It really is very rejuvenating. And what I'm getting is that it helps you to recharge your batteries. So the balance card and the nature card are really going hand in hand. So get outside, commune with nature, be a part of nature, enjoy that feeling that you get from being outside. And then harmony. So as we know, the first cards for the first part of the week, second card middle of the week, this is more Friday into the weekend, but they always tell a story. It's finding balance, getting out into nature, staying grounded, and finding harmony by doing some of those things for yourself. I also feel like if things are a little difficult or a little stressed out right now, that by the end of this week, for most of you, it should settle down and you should feel more things flowing a little bit easier and better for you, and finding the harmony in your life and a lot of relationships and things that are going on right now. Now, this moon was really focused, because it was in Capricorn, on relationships. So you may be finding or may have found that some of your relationships shifted in some way. Some may have ended, some may have gotten better, some you may have had some breakthroughs in some other areas. So that's really what I was seeing this moon being about for many of us. So I'd be interested to see, how it impacted you, if at all. But these cards are just beautiful and really reminding us that what's very interesting about these cards is simple. These are very simple things that we can do to help us to feel comfortable and feel good in our own skin. And it's so important that no matter what, we do what we can to stay connected to God, to Source, to angels, that we never feel like we're alone, because we're not. And I know I talk about that on a very regular basis, but we need to be reminded on a regular basis, because so many of us, we get in our heads and we forget how to do these things. So it's these simple, easy reminders that can get us back on track very quickly. So beautiful messages, great cards. I hope this was helpful and insightful for you. As always, even when I do them, it means a lot to me as well. But it's a pleasure and an honor to be able to do these for you every week. And have a great upcoming week. And we will definitely talk to you next Monday. And again, MilwaukeeMedium.com is where you can find me, Stacie Tatera. I would love to get together with you for Reiki or readings, spiritual counseling, whatever it is you feel like you need right now, we can help you out. So take care, and God bless all of you.